It's day 3 of micro self-care before I leave the house in the morning. At the school in India where I studied to become a yoga teacher, I learned that what you practice becomes your habit. And I've found that this applies in pretty much every situation. And I've also found that a little bit of self-care helps you think more clearly, and then you end up making more good, healthy choices for yourself. When I started my yoga practice this morning, the first thing I noticed is that my mind was more present than I expected. I was able to go slowly and pay attention to what I was doing. With these forward folds, I was working on releasing the tension in my back and also activating strength in my lower body and core. In the Krishnamacharya tradition, they teach us that we should do 6 repetitions of each sequence. But I don't always have the mental capacity for that. In other words, the capacity to pay attention that long. So sometimes I do 4 repetitions or maybe 5. Even though I've been teaching and practicing yoga for a long time, it still surprises me how a little bit of yoga in the morning helps your body feel better and helps your mind be ready for the day. After these forward folds with spine extension, I wanted to sit and work on some twisting. Twists are my absolute favorite for releasing tension in the torso. You can work on several muscles at once with very little effort. I started out with 1 breath per movement, and then after a few repetitions, I started staying in the twist for 1 extra breath. And this was really beneficial for releasing the tension in my back. After a few rounds of twists, I followed up with the appropriate counter pose, which is cat and cow, to reintegrate the left and right sides of the body. And then the grand finale. I was super excited to work on breathing practice today. Breathing is my favorite form of meditation. There are so many details for the mind to pay attention to. I like to focus on long inhales and long exhales and pausing at the end of each inhale and at the end of each exhale. I find that breathing practice is the most effective way to focus my mind, which in turn helps to calm my nervous system. I encourage you to do a little bit of yoga every day. There are hundreds of instructional videos available on my channel. Please remember that yoga practice should feel comfortable for your body. If you have any questions about how to make yoga work for your body, I'd be happy to help. Just send me a message.